Welcome to Crafty Little Beach. This is Julie. Today I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you, the metal lighthouses. I've had lots of requests from y'all to what you should do with these things. They're kind of hard to decorate, right? And they didn't sell well. So a lot of my Dollar Trees still have these, like in the crafter square department. And I'm going to show you how to make it patriotic. So I just covered the hole in the top with some masking tape. That's kind of the best way to cover a hole in the galvanized metal. And then I am going over the whole thing with white chalk paint. I think the chalk paint's going to help grip it to that galvanized metal and give me a fun background to paint with. I want to make this like a standing lighthouse decor for my coastal patriotic feel. And so we're going to paint it like a patriotic little lighthouse. So I first start out with like a blue paint pen, and I'm just going to start outlining the different parts here of the lighthouse. I kind of want the top of it to be blue. I tried like painting it in with the blue lighthouse, kind of going over the window, but as you can see, it kind of gave you a choppy feel with the paint pen. So we will touch that up, but I got a good start. And for some reason, my masking tape did not hold up, so I do kind of have a hole there on the top, but that's okay. So I thought some navy blue acrylic would touch that up and make it look a lot nicer, but kind of gave me a base of where I can paint. And so we're going to paint the top part of that navy just using a small brush, and that seemed to work better than the paint pen. So I'm going to use red acrylic, and we're just going to start like just painting stripes. I'm not using any painter's tape or anything like that. I'm just using a small brush and kind of dragging it across the lighthouse, kind of at a diagonal pattern into some red and white patriotic stripes. And they don't have to be perfect. That's going to kind of add to the decor. Then I'm going to I do have a red paint pen as well. So I'm going to use that to kind of outline the edges. I thought that would at least work well for that part of it, right? So we're going to go around all of the edges of this lighthouse. It's looking really cute. And then I have a white paint pen, so I'm going to go back and put some white stars all over the blue top of the lighthouse, kind of doing an alternate pattern, just drawing stars on there and trying to fill that in. They do have windows, so I'm kind of like trying to work around the window the best that I can. And then I go back and just kind of paint all of the windows navy. It's going to be a nice contrasting color against the red and white stripes down here. And otherwise, you're not really going to be able to see them. If you don't paint them, I'm just using a small brush. And they're kind of raised, so you know exactly where to paint them. And then I go back with that white paint pen after it's dry, and I just outline them a little bit just to clean that up too. And I think it's looking pretty patriotic. What do you guys think? And again, these are like the traditional flag colors if that is more your vibe, but still with a coastal feel. And then I'm going to use one of these giant Jenga blocks from Five Below, but you can use any kind of wood block you've got if you want to make yours standing as well. And I just glue that to the back. And now we have a little standing lighthouse. And I don't know why I didn't take individual pictures of these. It's a little grainy there, but you can kind of see what it looks like next to some of my other decor. But I thought it was a fun idea. I know a lot of you guys have been looking for uses for those metal shore living item products because they're a little bit hard to craft with. And I know I do have shore living products thrown in today. I know that they didn't come out with them this year, but I know that, like myself, a lot of you guys still have the shore living items in your stash. But if you can't find specific shore living items, hopefully it still gives you lots of crafting inspiration. But this is how the entire cabinet came together. I think it looks so festive and cute for the 4th of July. So I wanted to show you it together as a set.